Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. It is Thursday, October 11th, 2012, and I'm coming to you as your Thursday Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works vlogger, BanditStephanie or Stephanie. And let's get right to this week's topic. So the question is, how do you treat overweight people? The parts of the question are, how do you find yourself treating obese and overweight people? Do you find yourself talking to them about their weight and with your new self-image? And do you find yourself telling everybody your story? So I really tried to think about how I wanted to answer this question. And, you know, it's an interesting topic. And for me, if anybody is just kind of joining now, I'm a lap band patient. I was banded in March of 2011, and since then I've lost around 190 pounds, had a couple of reconstructive surgeries, and you know, I definitely do have this new self-image, and it's happened for me in such a short amount of time that I say this a lot, but I struggle sometimes with viewing myself how I really am now. And so when it comes to me seeing other overweight people or obese people, you know, I don't think that I treat them any differently, but it's like almost like every time I see somebody who is where I started from, I just think to myself, I want to help them. I wish everybody could have this feeling of a new body, a new, you know, a new life. And that's really kind of my first thought when I see anybody overweight or anybody obese. I just think to myself, you know, I feel sad for them, and I just, you know, I want them to be able to experience what I've experienced, and I just, you know, I wish that they knew that there was a whole new life out there for them. I don't necessarily find myself talking to them about their weight unless they come to me with questions or want advice, and that happens a lot at work. There's a lot of people that I talk to who comment about my weight loss, that ask me for advice, that you know, want tips and tricks, and in that case I am more than happy to kind of give them my routine, give them tips, and you know, it makes me feel good to do that, but I won't openly mention anything to anybody unless they come to me first. I think it's only fair. I wouldn't have wanted anybody to approach me about my weight when I was 314 pounds. So out of respect, I would do the same for anybody else. But that being said, I do have a lot of people who ask how I've lost so much weight. You know, what's my exercise routine? What do I eat on a daily basis? You know, yada, yada, yada. And I am more than happy to share all of my information with them. Generally, I'm pretty open, besides the fact that I've had lap band. That's one portion of it that I leave out. I don't think, and I've mentioned this before, but it doesn't define me. It's not what has made my journey so successful in my mind. It's been a small part of it, and for a couple reasons I don't, because I don't want to be discredited with all of my success, and at the same time, I don't want people who look at me as an inspiration at work, for example, who want to do the same things. I don't want them to get discouraged thinking, oh, the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I had a lap band or if I have weight loss surgery. I want people to know that they can do it on their own. And to be honest, there's several people at my work who have been very successful and are able to do it on their own. And I give them mad props for being able to do that. But yeah, I wish every overweight person was able to feel the way I feel, and I want that, and I wish that for everybody. It saddens me when I go to school and I see an overweight girl, you know, drinking a Burger King shake and eating fries and a burger, and I know how she feels inside. I was that girl. On certain days, I still feel like I'm that girl. So I feel for them. But I will not give any unsolicited advice. If anybody comes to me, more than happy to share everything. But Yeah, I don't think I treat anybody any differently. In terms of when I see somebody, I'm not judgmental at all. I'm not quick to assume or make conclusions or judgments because, you know, that was me. Just because I've become a new me doesn't mean that I'm not that girl in some ways, or I don't fear that I can't be that girl again someday. So I understand the struggle, and yeah, it's not easy. But I live in Metro Detroit, and I think we're maybe known as one of the most overweight cities, and it's very prominent, and it's something that I notice now more than ever, because before I just kind of made myself unnoticed, kind of hid in the background, but now that I've gone through this big transition, I now kind of look at everybody, and I do it for, I guess, a couple of reasons, just to kind of make myself aware of what the general population is, and it's good for me to, when I'm thinking about where I want my goal to be, or, you know, when I see someone and I think they're average looking, it's like, do I want to be like them? It's kind of good to compare, and yeah, it's a whole new life, and I'm still learning, and I'm still adjusting. I'm so new, I think, in this maintenance phase, and in my world, I still consider myself a newbie, just for the fact that, you know, I was only banded in 2011, so I have a lifetime to live of maintaining, and I really try to stay humble about that, and I kind of use others as motivation at times when I see somebody overweight eating something that I used to not think twice about. Fast food twice a day, you know, drive-thrus were my best friend, and you know, I look at that stuff and it just reminds me of how far I've come and how I never want to be that again. And there's people in my life that I hope will kind of realize that as well, and when they do, I will be here to support them. But as you know, you can't make anybody do anything they don't want to do. Just like for us, it took a breaking point. It took a moment for us to want to do it. It wasn't anybody telling us, you know, you have to do this. You know, you make your own decisions, and everybody has to decide on their own what's best for them and when the time is right. So I'm here to listen. I'm here to give advice, but I'm still that overweight, obese person deep down inside, I feel. So I keep myself humble, and I think that will be crucial to maintaining a lifetime of success, knowing that at any time I could go back. And you know, I struggle on a daily basis, but I successfully struggle. Before, I just struggled. I wasn't successfully struggling, but now I'm successfully struggling, and I'm okay with that. And I know that it will be like that for a long, long, long time. But I'm going to end this before it gets too long. So make us a response video. How do you guys view overweight people? Do you find yourselves telling them your story, you know, giving them advice? It's an interesting topic, and it's something good to reflect on. So until next week, I'm your Thursday vlogger, Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, BanditStephanie or Stephanie. Hope you guys all have a good weekend, have a good week, and thank you so much for watching. See you guys next week. Take care. Bye.